Alright, let's continue on here. Sorry, I just gotta rename that. I don't like the thing that gets in the way here. I'll just leave it. Right. So, after all that, let's talk a little bit while we play the game. I really should do this more often, so this will be good practice. So yeah, the Modern Warfare trilogy, the greatest trilogy that has probably ever been made. Wholeheartedly, even I could agree with that. Like I said, I'm a high critic of Call of Duty, but I can admit when it gets things right. And with the Modern Warfare series, they were completely correct mainly because when Call of Duty 4 came out, the original, before then we had such a plethora of World War II games. Most of the war games I have ever played have been World War II. I've played probably a few too many, to be honest. Medal of Honor was synonymous with the era of World War II. And I think that's where Battlefield 1 is going to shine because... Well, that was a great throw, thank you. I got stuck. That's where Battlefield 1 is going to shine because of its story, I think. And I don't think I'm really going to play Battlefield 1 that much. I'm probably not going to get it released because in some cases I'm not going to be able to anyway. But I wholeheartedly agree that I played so much Modern Warfare 2 and probably every COD that came out afterwards that I'm so used to it now that when I play Battlefield I suck ass. So I'll probably get Battlefield, play the story, and then suck at the campaign. Maybe even suck at the story actually. But that's only really because I'm not as familiar with Battlefield as I am COD, and I know that's a very like, what are you doing? But that's just how it was. You know, like I said, Modern Warfare 2 was just so addicting when it came out, and that's when I really got on board with Call of Duty. That was with Modern Warfare 2. And it was so addictive in the early months that I couldn't stop playing it. It was just so much fun to do. Until I learned, really, that the kill streaks were tremendously unbalanced. And that's when I got really fed up of that game. And then Modern Warfare 3 was kind of a step down in terms of multiplayer, really. The campaign was still as good as ever, and it was good closure. But yeah, and then Black Ops came out and kind of, you know, it kind of set the tone again. Black Ops is another very successful franchise in Call of Duty history. But after that, just games that just didn't need to be made. Ghosts was an absolute mockery online. It was terrible. The story was good for Ghosts. I loved it, but the online was just so stupid. Like, knifing dogs and they're not dying. Oh, I wish I had that video. You might remember, if you've been with me for a while, that back when Ghost came out, I had this multiplayer match where I knifed the dog and he didn't die. He walked through a knife and killed me, and I lost my shit at that point. I really did. I lost it. I didn't slam things on the floor, not intentionally anyway. The box I had for the game fell, and that wasn't me being angry. That was just an accident. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I just got so frustrated and just dropped the game. I'd had enough of it, and that was the end of that. Advanced Warfare, I think with Call of Duty, the stories are getting better, while the multiplayer is getting worse. That's what I think. It was like Game Trailer said in a review of Ghosts. The same company that did the game, which was Infinity Ward, was once a game company that revolutionized the kind of combat game, if you like, because like I said, before Call of Duty 4 was such a plethora of World War II games. And I was getting pretty annoyed with them, really, because of just how many there were. I don't know whether that was an enemy or not. I probably just shot a friendly. But yeah, there was such a plethora of World War II games, particularly from the Medal of Honor series. So many. I think there was one where it was the old ones on PS1, and then there was that one on PS2, which was D-Day, and then there was one where actually focused on the Japanese side of things. And then this game came along and changed the whole thing. You know, because it's modern combat. Where are the dudes? Where are they? Here they are.
It's in Arabic. Baseplate, this is Bravo 6. We've found it. Ready to secure package for transport.
No time, Bravo 6. 2 bogies headed your way fast. Grab what you can and get the hell out of there.
Fast movement.
Shit.
Probably mixed. We better go.
So, grab the manifest in the container. Move! Alright, everyone topside. Double time.
Let's go.
Warcraft, Griffin, what's your status?
Already in the helicopter, sir. Enemy aircraft inbound. Shit! They've opened fire!
Oh god. Yeah, they've opened fire, alright.
Bravo 6, what's your status? What the hell happened?
You're being fired on, that's what happened.
The ship's sinking! We've got to go! Now! Come in, damn it!
He looks like Hunk from Resident Evil.
We're on our way out.
On your feet, soldier. We are leaving. Love it.
Get to the catwalk. Move, move, move.
Move your asses! Come on, let's go!
Run!
Back on your feet. Let's go.
Go, go! Keep moving!
Fuck. I'm slowing down here.
Get away!
Come on, come on.
Keep running!
Watch the pipe!
Shit. Shit.
Talk to me, Bravo 6. Where the hell are you?
Stand by. We're almost there.
We're in hell down here.
Which way to the helicopter?
To the right, to the right.
Are we going?
We're running out of time! Come on, let's go!
Keep moving.
Where the hell is it?
There we go. Alon C! Nice.
We're all aboard. Go.
Roger that. We're out of here. Baseplate, this is Big Bird. Package secured. Returning to base. Out.
And that was just the beginning, folks. It rarely slows down from here. This campaign was the shit. And it's nice that they've changed that a little bit. That's cool. The Modern Warfare campaigns, like I said, just changed the whole landscape after so many World War II games. Call of Duty Modern Warfare was the first game to feature modern combat, modern warfare. I know it stands out, but still, it was the first game to actually do it and go back into a more modernized time of conflict. That I think was fictional. I think it was. I'm assuming it was. But after so many World War II games, this completely changed the landscape. And that's why it was successful as it was when it first came out. Just because of how different it was to what we had been through the last maybe 2 years or so with so many World War II games. Now the Modern Warfare series was really synonymous for things like this. You know, the controversial scene. I mean, we all know what happened in that Modern Warfare 2 thing. Which was a real, like, moment that people actually thought, holy shit. You know, this game pretty much started. I don't think this scene was as dark as the one in Modern Warfare 2. The one in Modern Warfare 2 was really kind of, what's the word? Polarizing. I wouldn't say controversial, it's more polarizing moments, these kind of scenes, in the Modern Warfare series in particular. But unfortunately, like I said in the beginning, money talks, so unfortunately you just know when it's Infinity Ward's turn to make a Call of Duty again, they'll make a new one, and they'll remaster Modern Warfare 2, and we'll have the same thing again because of how successful, for lack of a better word, this kind of thing will become. Because like I said, Infinite Warfare is going to be probably one of the best selling games that no one's ever played. The only reason people actually even considered buying it was because of this. I know I'm guilty as charged, I do know. And I know that it's going to be a controversial thing because I am one of those that bought the game. But like I said, I might not just play the new ones just to say I don't agree with this bullshit. But like I said, Modern Warfare, the first one was a void for me. I missed it when it first came out, so I'm kind of making up for lost time. But you just know that they'll pull the same stunt with Modern Warfare 2 and then later with Modern Warfare 3 when it's their turn again. And like I've said probably a couple of times, it would have been so much a better option for Infinity Ward and for Activision to not even bother with a new COD game and just remaster the entire Modern Warfare trilogy. You could have sold that at £75 and you would have made much more money than COD Infinite Warfare would do on its own. Because of how popular the Modern Warfare series is with all the stuff it had. It would have been just so much a better option for them just to remaster the entire Modern Warfare trilogy and just sell it on its own and not even bother with a new COD game. It would have been so much better option to do. But no, Infinity Ward and Activision, they have to do this in all their greed, you know. I'm not going to harp on them for it because, like I said, they know what they're doing. You know, it's no point us whining and bitching and complaining because they knew what they were doing at the end of the day. They planned this probably from the start. So, you know, it was probably a we should have seen this coming sort of thing. So really, we can complain, but it ain't going to make any blind bit of difference. And like I said, you just know that we're going to be here again doing the same thing with Modern Warfare 2 and 3 when they get remastered with a new COD game. So, like I said, money talks. This is some great strategy that they planned from the start, to be honest. It's going to work. Should it work? No, but I think it's going to. Like I said, this game made Call of Duty the series it was for many a year. The Modern Warfare series made Call of Duty, so they can pull these bullshit stunts and people will buy it. But like I said, people will say, "Oh, I didn't do it," and it's like, "Yeah, you did." Probably some people that didn't, who knows? And like I said, some people will probably play the new Call of Duty, but at the end of the day, the large majority did buy and pre-order Infinite Warfare just to play this game. It's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not going to call people out for it, because, like I said, it's not their fault. It's not their fault, it's Infinity Ward for pulling this stuff. And of course people are going to buy the new COD to play the old one. This is one of the greatest games of all time. Like I said, even as a COD critic, I can admit that.
Al-Assad just executed President Al-Falani on national television.
The Americans have plans for Al-Assad, and it's too late to do anything for Al-Falani. But in less than 3 hours, codename Nikolai will be executed.
Nikolai, sir?
Nikolai is our informant in the ultra-nationalist camp. He supplied the intel on the cargo ship operation.
Mm-hmm.
Nikolai's in hell right now. We're gonna walk him out. We take care of our friends. Let's move.
But, like I said, even as a high critic of Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare series is probably some of the greatest games I've ever played personally as well. Everyone in this game is so memorable.
Well, they won't shoot us on sight, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, well, that's good enough for me, sir.
You know, Captain Price, Soap, you know, the likes of Ramirez, you know, so many memorable characters in the Modern Warfare series. And Soap in Modern Warfare 2 and 3 is just so awesome. He has the most awesome Scottish accent ever. I don't know whether I was supposed to shoot him or not, but whatever. But yeah, Soap generates like the most awesome Scottish accent ever. Surprise, sucker.